for dragon's breath!
I live to fight.
The dragon!
Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Iron heel charge!
Eat this!
Fight for dragon's breath!
Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Fight for dragon's breath! Iron heel charge!
Eat this!
Fight for dragon's breath!
Ashes of rebirth.
Try to hurt me!
For dragon's breath! Iron heel charge!
Eat this!
is
Fight!
Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Goodbye, loser.
Iron Heel charge!
Eat this!
Everything is Try to hurt me! Goodbye.
Fight for Dragon's Breath!
Everything is under control. Everything is under control.
Eat this!
Try to hurt me! Goodbye, loser. Everything is under control. Try to hurt me!
Dragon Slayer, you're already here. But you can't stop me. I have no choice. No, don't. The time for words has passed.
No. No, don't. Don't come closer.
Imbecile mortals! Today comes your doom!
My soldiers. No. I must go save them.
I've had enough of you, Grishnar! I won't let you invade my country again!
Am I bleeding?
What? What is happening? What do you mean, Dragon Slayer? Do you mean...
It was sheer luck! You foolish mortals, trying to defeat me! Die!
I see. I will fight beside you, Dragon Slayer.
Spread. Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Iron Heel Charge!
Eat this!
Fight for Dragon's Breath! Try to...
Pull yourself together!
Ashes of rebirth.
Fight for Dragon's Breath! Iron Heel Charge!
Eat this!
Try to hurt me!
Dragon Slayer, I really don't know what to say. So the key to solving this was in me all along. This is a blessing of the Platinum Dragon God, and it is this dragon power that has protected us. I apologize for letting you see me in such an unseemly state. In any case, Grishnar has been defeated, which will make subjugating his orcs child's play. Let me handle the rest. Thank you once again, Dragon Slayer.
You have been hard at work. Stand to Dragon Slayer.
Grand Wizard, why are you here?
It's imperative that I be present for such an important occasion, Your Highness. I see that this inferior being with a delusion seizing divine power has already been defeated. What perfect timing.
What do you mean?
This familiar feeling. It's been far too long since I've experienced it.
You stole the dragon remains from his body?
Stole? No. I wouldn't call it that. I'm only reclaiming what belongs to me.
What?
But this is still not enough. It's still not enough. This is only one chunk. There's still another chunk on you, isn't there, Your Highness?
No, I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
Why? You're asking. Why?
What's so funny?
For 500 years. For a whole 500 years. I've wandered through this land that took everything away from me. Searching for what I've lost. I've transfigured into insects, into birds and beasts, and into inferior mortals like you. For 500 years, for a whole 500 years, I've wandered through this land that took everything away from me, searching for what I've lost. I've transfigured into insects, into birds and beasts, and into inferior mortals like you. I've taken on the features of a homeless human wizard. I've allowed others to call me by a mortal name. And I've even entered the palace to serve you mortal royalty and nobles. Until I almost forgot my real name. I've taken on the features of a homeless human wizard. I've allowed others to call me by a mortal name. And I've even entered the palace to serve you mortal royalty and nobles. Until I almost forgot my real name.
Utior.
Utior? Who's Utior? No, there has never existed a Utior since the beginning. I am Lord of the Crypt, son of Tiamat, the Violet Dragon. Grumark. 500 years ago, your filthy kind robbed me of my flesh, desecrated my corpse, and glorified it for generations to come. Now, the time has finally come for me to reclaim it all. 500 years ago, your filthy kind robbed me of my flesh, desecrated my corpse, and glorified it for generations to come. Now, the time has finally come for me to reclaim it all. Hand over the dragon remains. Farewell, mortals. Behold, true vengeance of a dragon.
Dragon Slayer, Princess, are you all right? Ah, you defeated Krishnar, but he looks like...
You and the princess exchange a silent glance.
What happened?
I think there are some hidden crises lurking beneath the surface that we've previously overlooked.
You and Decilia recount what just happened to Eric.
What? So you mean that Grand Wizard Utier is the Violet Dragon Grumog? The fallen dragon in the Empire 500 years ago? And he's now made off with all the dragon remains. How terrible. Utier. No. Violet Dragon Grumog has been lurking within the Empire's court all this time. No doubt waiting for an opportunity to recover his body. Meanwhile, The dragon remains are essentially the scattered remains of the violet dragon. When he gathers all the dragon remains, he'll be able to use them to reconstruct his physical dragon form. Meanwhile, the dragon remains are essentially the scattered remains of the violet dragon. When he gathers all the dragon remains, he'll be able to use them to reconstruct his physical dragon form.
Bahamut above. The capital just suffered an orc invasion, so I believe it will be difficult for us to stand up to a dragon attack.
No, perhaps there's still time for us to stop this. As I mentioned before, the dragon remains have been contaminated with inquietum. However, it seems like in his haste to recover his body, Grumog hasn't realized this. It'll take some time for the violet dragon to recover his physical form, as the tainted dragon remains will result in two opposing energies conflicting in his body. This will undoubtedly affect his consciousness, and thus prevent him from truly regaining his power. It'll take some time for the violet dragon to recover his physical form, as the tainted dragon remains will result in two opposing energies conflicting in his body. This will undoubtedly affect his consciousness, and thus prevent him from truly regaining his power. So there's still a chance to save the situation, and the key to it all is you, Dragon Slayer. Have you really not noticed? From the moment you could easily collect the dragon remains, to defeating Grishnar, you didn't solely rely on the princess's power. Have you really not noticed? From the moment you could easily collect the dragon remains, to defeating Grishnar, you didn't solely rely on the princess's power. Although I don't know how everything came to be, I can now confirm with some certainty that you possess the ability to manipulate inquietum, Dragon Slayer. Although I don't know how everything came to be, I can now confirm with some certainty that you possess the ability to manipulate inquietum, Dragon Slayer. This is also rather hard for me to believe, but all the evidence points this way. While some sorcerers possess similar talents, none of them can wield this power to the extent that you do. This is also rather hard for me to believe, but all the evidence points this way. While some sorcerers possess similar talents, none of them can wield this power to the extent that you do. In any case, this is the key to stopping Grumog as well. While he is engulfed in self-rupture due to the inquietum, you can seize this opportunity and use your inquietum manipulation ability to defeat him. This is something only you can do, Dragon Slayer. I'm glad to see you so enthused, Dragon Slayer. But in any case, dragons are the children of gods, and possess powers far beyond any mortals, so you must be extremely careful.
I hate to say it, but the fate of the Empire rests upon your shoulders once again, Dragon Slayer. Narika's mirror is hereby returned to you. Once again, I apologize for my earlier mistake.
Soldiers! Advance!
Meanwhile, I must get back to fulfilling my duties. It seems the end of this war is nigh. Once it's all over, we'll meet you in Dragon's Eyrie, Dragon Slayer.
Having lost their chief, the orc soldiers quickly become scattered and disorganized. Under Asilia's command, the Empire's troops swiftly defeat the last remnants of the orc forces. Before long, Lumina has returned to its former tranquility.
Dragons, especially the violet dragon, known as Lord of the Crypt, have a fondness for lairs, where they have resided for a long time, and Grumog must be no exception as well. Dragons, especially the violet dragon, known as Lord of the Crypt, have a fondness for lairs, where they have resided for a long time, and Grumog must be no exception as well. Violet Dragon Grumog is rumored to have once established his lair beneath the capital of a fallen dynasty. Do you have any clues as to its whereabouts, Dragonslayer?
The image of the desolate and mysterious capital ruins appears in your mind. Utier had requested that you seal the dragon remains there. Perhaps...
That's wonderful. I'll entrust this to you then, Dragonslayer.
Come to fulfill your calling as the Dragon Slayer, have you? Did you know there's a nauseating stench emanating from something grotesque within you? It makes my flesh crawl, even from a vast distance. Were I not set to retrieve the dragon remains, I would never have let something as disgusting as you come so close.
No matter. Everything is drawing to an end. The great Grumog will be reborn again, and every one of you despicable mortals that dared offend me shall pay the price. And you, vile mortal who dares challenge a true dragon in his lair, I believe you are already prepared to die. You shall be the sacrifice for my rebirth.
A force suddenly seizes you, dragging you down towards the ground.
Present yourselves to the Lord of the Crypt, mortals.
The dragon's breath!
Ashes of rebirth.
Iron Heel charge!
Eat this!
Fight for dragon! Traitor!
Ashes of rebirth.
Fight! Iron Heel charge!
Eat this!
Fight for dragon's breath! Try to hurt me! Fight! Iron Heel charge!
Present yourself.
Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Iron heel charge!
Eat this.
Fight for dragon's breath! Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Fight for dragon's breath! Iron heel charge!
Eat.
Fight for dragon's breath!
Ashes of rebirth.
Try to hurt me! Fight for iron heel charge!
Eat.
Ashes of rebirth.
Try to for dragon's breath! Iron heel charge! Fight for dragon's breath! Try to hurt me! Fight for dragon's breath! Iron heel charge! Fight for dragon's breath! Me!
When will I prove myself as a truly useful Minotaur?
Without Urgok, there wouldn't be any forest trolls.
Upholding the Dragon Queen's laws is my life's only calling.
I was once a knight. Once.
This fellow seems like a fine target.
Behind the blackened veil, many secrets.
I wish I were brave.
Wood Elven fighters, never give up.
What? Did I say something wrong again?
His grip, the refuse.
All that you see.
I was once a knight. Once.
In that precious instant, exiled between...
Don't wait up! I can fly!
The glory of the Crescent Islands is gone.
Well. This fellow seems like...
I need to figure out if taking this job is a loss.
The glory of the Crescent Islands is guarded.
material!
I am Boss Rook's faithful.
Slackers only deserve the taste of my...
Don't even think of...
Number 20.
Don't underestimate me. Don't you even dare to...
If you're smart, don't compare me to any ordinary sinner.
Seeing a mere 0.1% success rate is no different from being blind.
Easy task.
Sometimes, the warmth of a campfire reminds me of the folks back home.
Sorry. My brother prefers me to keep my distance from outsiders.
Those abandoned by where they came from make better killers. Because there's no...
Milady dislikes those who talk too much.
Everything is on.
Dragon!
Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Goodbye, loser.
Iron Heel George!
Eat this!
Everything is under
For
control.
Dragon's Breath!
Ashes of rebirth.
Try to hurt! Iron Heel Charge!
Fly for me!
Fight for dragons! Try to hurt me!
Ashes of rebirth.
Fight